Hey there! I'm Andrea. Last night I watched some Schitt's Creek. Let's talk about it.
Now, I don't want you guys to be confused because this is technically not a film. It's a TV show. But I think I'm gonna expand my repertoire to include TV shows because let's be real, we both watch a lot of TV. They're short, most of them. They're funny, some of them. And they're good, just as good as movies.
Schitt's Creek is about the Rose family, and they've been well off for a number of years with lots of money, but all of a sudden they've lost all their money due to poor management skills from their business manager. All their things were taken away, all their possessions, all their money, and the only thing that the government didn't see any value in taking back was a little town that they purchased once as a joke named Schitt's Creek. And so, because they have nothing else, they're forced to move there. They are this posh, well-off family that now lives in a little small town, and it's hilarious. It stars a bunch of great Canadian actors such as Eugene Levy, Daniel Levy, his son, Catherine O'Hara, Emily Hampshire, and Chris Elliott, who's not Canadian. The film was shot in Goodwood, Ontario, Unionville, Ontario, Orangeville, Ontario, and Pinewood Studios in Toronto. What did I like about it? The writing and the acting in this are both phenomenal. It's a great cast. They're all hilarious. The writing too is very clever in that sort of the contradictions of these bigwigs coming to this small town and just seeing how they really don't fit in and they're not used to small town things and the way that people sort of run their lives there compared to how they used to live. All the Roses wear ridiculous sort of high fashion outfits in the middle of the small town where everyone's wearing plaid and jeans. Apparently Dan does a lot of the costume work as well, who's one of the actors and the creators of the show. He does hours of costume fittings with them and they would look up, tons of different sort of styles. He said for inspiration for Alexis's costumes, he would just Google or look on Instagram at Coachella photos and go for that sort of typical white girl festival style. Moira's, of course, is sort of the older, sophisticated, high vogue fashion that she sort of wears on a regular basis. It just really sort of stands out, and I think a lot of the town people obviously make fun of her for it. Obviously, the title of the series is hilarious in conjunction with the name of the town, but some of the characters' names are also very funny. Like there's the Schitt family, which is the mayor and his wife, and his name is Roland Schitt. And then his great-grandfather is Horace Schitt. The brother and sister are also very hilarious. I like their sort of family dynamic. Basically, the whole Rose family has a good sort of authentic conflict and issues that sort of arise from their relationships. It's very realistic to what I think many families will experience. But I also thought it was a good choice of them to have two sort of older children because they easily could have made the characters be younger. Having kind of grown adult kids that also bicker like toddlers is just wildly entertaining. There's some classic and very authentic sort of small town nuances that you can laugh at, between like a tailgate party or the local and only cafe that everyone goes to. They also make a couple funny references of like, oh, here's the realtor, he's the best one, but he's also the only one. And just stuff like that I think small town people would definitely relate to. I really like Stevie's character because I think she kind of plays the perspective of what the audience would be feeling. She's known as like the concierge girl to the Rose family because she works at the motel that they now live in. I think she's kind of amused by them and by their situation, and she definitely makes it known, but in sort of a dry, sarcastic way that's pretty funny. And yeah, a lot of the times the characters don't really know if she's kidding or not, or until she's kind of gone to the edge of the joke. This is actually my second time watching it through, actually probably the third time watching it through. I binge watched the entire first season last spring, and I don't usually binge watch things, but I sat there and watched the entire first season back to back on my couch. So I think that says a lot about the show and also my personal life. You can watch it on Netflix. They have 2 seasons up now. The show has racked up a lot of Canadian Screen Awards, including Best Direction in a Comedy Series, Best Writing in a Comedy Series, Best Photography in a Comedy Series, and a lot of the cast has taken home awards as well, which are very well deserved in my opinion. Are you hooked? 'Cause I am.
God damn it, Andrew. Get your shit together. This is going just awful. This is your worst one yet.
Who would like this? Anybody who likes comedy, I guess. Or funny things. These are getting less and less specific.
You can do it. Come on.
Anybody who likes watching some good quality shit.
Come on. You can do it. Just go out there and be funny.
Stay tuned next Wednesday, where we'll watch another Canadian film or a TV show because they're Canadian too. And then we'll talk about it.